Why, hello there, everybody. How are you doing today? It's me again. And again, I am here to encourage you. I am here to embolden you. I am here to empower you. I am here to inform you. I am here to educate you. I am here to inspire you. I am here to motivate you. I am here to build you up. I am here to lift you up. I am here to bring and give you peace. I'm here to bring and give you hope because I am here to bring, give, and tell you the truth. Right about now, I'm quite sure that there are many of you all asking yourself this little question. Can these people really be that stupid? The answer to that question is yes, they can, and yes, they are that stupid. You see, they believe their own little arbitrary rules. They believe their own little lies. They truly believe that they are in charge. And what they are finding out is exactly what happens when arbitrary rules comes up against and comes in direct contact with the law. They're also finding out exactly what happens when a lie is confronted and comes in direct contact with the truth. But the biggest thing that they are realizing is that the Trump administration does not overlook. The Trump administration holds all of those accountable to the law. In other words, the Trump administration does everything by the book. Period. Now, we finally heard from the Justice Department, otherwise known as, in this instance, it was the Assistant Attorney General. I can't remember the guy's name. Can't remember his name. Rodenstein, I don't know. And he was on Fair and Balanced, not Fox News Sunday. And again, Chris Lying Wallace. You can't believe the questions that these people are asking. They're caught. They are caught. They could not stop. They could not stop candidate Trump. And now they really believe that they are going to stop President Trump. You stupid. These people truly believe that if they tell big enough lies, if they keep repeating the lies, that it somehow becomes the truth. Not gonna happen. Impossible. So Chris Wallace actually asks, he asked several stupid questions. And the first, and again, just find it. Google it. Go to TubeView and look it up. Fox News Sunday with Sunday's date, 8/6/2017. And you'll find the clip. Okay? It's only like about 14 minutes long. All right? And watch the whole thing. And listen. Don't just hear what you want to hear. Listen. Here's what we found out. we found out that, um, first of all, the assistant attorney general, who's in charge, who gave Mueller the guidelines and scope of the Russia investigation, would not confirm that Mueller has taken it to a grand jury. Well, I'm going to tell you, basically what he said was, he said, you can't believe anything that the media says because they're lying. Don't take my word for it. Go listen to it for yourself. And you decide what the man says. Listen to what the man says, and then you decide what exactly he's saying. Well, I wanted to touch on this in yesterday's video, but I'll touch on it in today's. The special counsel isn't the one that sets the grand jury. The attorney general is not the one who sets the grand jury. And I have to correct myself because I said that. It is a grand jury is set by the courts, by a judge. A grand jury is set once. The purpose of a grand jury is simply not to find innocence or guilt, but in order to subpoena information. Basically, what the press is trying to do is the leakers know that they're looking into, and again, go to TubeView and do the search for that interview, because the assistant attorney general said we did not publicly list the full scope of the investigation. Translation: they don't know what in the world. They, meaning the lying media, meaning the criminals, they don't know what in the world Mueller is actually looking into. The only ones that know are Mueller, as well as the Department of Justice. Now, here's another little tidbit for you. There are grand juries, there are grand juries, plural, that are sitting constantly in the Capitol. It doesn't take hours to set a grand jury. It takes minutes. Period. There are also grand juries sitting all across the country, in every state. Always. 24/7, 365. And again, the sole purpose of the grand jury is to simply look at the request to see if a subpoena is necessary, is prudent, is lawful. It's not used for a fishing expedition. Then lying Chris Wallace, just so we're clear, it's part of the process. The grand jury doesn't decide innocence or guilt. Not at all. It's simply there to decide what information should be subpoenaed. Period. For both sides. Not just for the prosecution, as well as for the defense. Okay? Period. At least I believe that way. I believe it works that way. It may just be for the prosecution. But either way, it's checks and balances. Because, again, go back to the interview. Listen, because Chris Wallace brings up, he says, well, um, publicly, President Trump said that what the Department of Justice should be looking into. So glad I got my shades on. Or the 33,000 email links, emails. Well, keep going, Chris, because he said a whole lot more. But we'll just stop with that. Folks, that's what you're looking into. How do I know that? Simple. By the answer. Don't believe me. Don't take my word for it. Go to TubeView and find the interview yourself. Because Chris Wallace said, did you take that as a direct order? And man, boy, he just slapped Chris Wallace up and down the block. Chris just needs to give up the ghost. You're just making more and more of a fool of yourself every time you get on TV, Chris. Stop it. It's over and done with. You and yours are going to prison. The assistant attorney general said, no, I took that for what he said, and that he said that in public. Period. That's just a public statement. That's just the way that he feels. I didn't take that as an order. You see, Chris, you took the bait that Comey gave you all. Again, Comey's not the bad guy. You all took the bait. You just took the bait that Comey gave you when Comey said, well, I took it as a request. When it's a private conversation. Setting these boys up to fail. Comey is not the bad guy. Mueller is not the bad guy. Again, the assistant attorney general said that we do not publicly disclose, nor will we confirm or disclose if Mueller has or will convene a grand jury. We just don't do that. Basically, he just told Chris Wallace, that be none ya, as in none ya daggum business, boy. So then he went on. Chris starts asking more stupid questions. So are they going to prosecute the press and asking it? He kept repeating again. You go watch it for yourself. I'm not going to. He kept asking stupid questions. Basically said, so you mean we're going to be prosecuted if the media publishes classified information? Well, you stupid. You wake up in the morning, you drink a hot cup of stupid, you eat a bowl of stupid, then you're drinking bottles after bottle after bottle of stupid all day. You have stupid for lunch and stupid for dinner, and all the while you're hooked up intravenously to your constant supply of stupid. Listen at what he just said. You gotta be kidding me. If we publish classified information, that's because he's worried, because he knows that they have published classified information. Folks, there's nothing that these people can do. They are watching accountability walk right at them. And it would not surprise me in the least bit if some of these people start taking the coward's way out. For real. Not a Clinton coward's way out. Okay? But the real coward's way out. You know, like Judas did. Because they're seeing accountability come right at them. You know, and again, how did the assistant attorney general respond to him? He said, well, hey, look, basically he said, look, if you all are putting out information That's one thing. We're not going to stop you from putting out information, but if you putting out information that violates the law, well then, that's the problem. There's no more overlooking, folks. There is no more overlooking. The chaos is coming to an end. Again, that's why I'm wearing my orange today. These people are going to go to prison. Just to keep it simple, stupid. Every time that you hear the lying media ask a question about what they're looking into, or professing to know what Robert Mueller is looking into, they know that Robert Mueller is looking into Hillary, Rice, McMaster, all of them. You just don't let them know. If these people knew that they were being looked into, they'd be out the daggum country. They'd be just like that Pakistani IT guy. Running for the border. Running for the airplane. Hey, Barry, you back yet in the country? Or are you still hanging out over there in Indonesia? Don't know, don't care. You can run, but you certainly cannot hide. Period. So yes, folks. Yes, folks. These people have been lying to you. And just to show you how stupid these people are, you remember Chris Cuomo standing up talking about the WikiLeaks documents, saying it's illegal for you to have these, but it's not illegal for us to have this because we're the press. That tells you right there how they think. They think that the First Amendment... Hold on, I got to sneeze. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Hold on, I got another one. Nope, didn't have another one. Just a tickle. So it shows you how they think. They think that they are above the law because they were used to... Remember, they've been told they operate underneath the law of the jungle. They believe that there's somebody at the top, and then there's somebody at the bottom, and they think that they're one of the in crowd. And they were told by the Obama administration that, hey, you can say whatever you want to say, you can do whatever you want to do. We just want chaos. Mm-hmm. Again, you're seeing exactly what happens when arbitrary rules come up against and come in direct contact with the law. This is what happens. The arbitrary rules get outed for being arbitrary rules and gets crushed. The truth takes the field every time. Every time. So now they are now they're not talking about Trump and Russia. They're not talking about collusion. They're not talking about impeachment. Now what are they worried about? Saving their own gluteus maximus. He's not going to prosecute the press, is he? No, we only prosecute criminals. But just understand that the press, anybody can be a criminal. No matter what their title is. How about that? How about that? That's what you're seeing coming down the road. Folks, it's I'm telling you, we are so close. We are so close. And again, if you want to know what they're looking into, just listen to President Trump. I only said it a few videos back. Listen to President Trump. Follow his Facebook page. Why do you think Fascist Book has been limiting? I don't get his updates. I got to go old school. You all need to go old school. You all need to start going to these Facebook pages every day. Get 2 or 3 Facebook pages that put out truth, not this baby mama drama junk. Stop listening to the lying media. How much longer are you going to listen to these people lie to you? How much longer are you going to put up with it? Stop listening to them. You don't give them a platform, they become irrelevant. Very rapidly, very quickly. Now you're starting to understand why I was saying months ago the media that is in place today is not going to be in place much longer. Now you're going to see why. These people have conspired. Conspired. These are treasonous acts. This is seditious acts that they've been doing. People have died. The safety, your, mine, our well-being, our safety has been threatened by those lying media people. There's only a handful of them. Only a handful of them. And notice it is not the alphabet networks that are breaking all these scoops and stories. No, it's little Sarah Carter from Little Circa News. A real journalist putting out facts, putting out truth. That's what we need. Yes, we need a media. We don't need opinionists. We need facts. Sorry, opinionists. You can have your opinion. You have the right to your opinion. You have a right to say your opinion. But don't be too surprised when somebody else doesn't agree with your opinion, because the only one I know for myself that the only one who really truly cares about my opinion is me. That's why I don't give my opinion. I just give facts. I just speak truth. I keep my opinion to myself, because I don't want to start no arguments, because I know that there's plenty of people out there that that's all they want to do, which is all of these opinion shows are just argument starters. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What does it matter? What can you do about it? What are you doing about it? How about that? Nope, folks. I'm sorry. Mueller's not the bad guy. Comey's not the bad guy. Attorney General Jeff Sessions isn't going anywhere. Notice we're not hearing about when is he going to resign. Now, here's the other thing I want you to listen to. I want to encourage you all to start listening more and more and more and more for this. What you're going to hear and what you have been hearing is more and more and more Republicans, so-called Republicans, demanding that Robert Mueller be removed. Why? Why? Because they're not a real Republican, and they're not a real conservative. They are a counterfeit, and they know exactly what's being looked into, because they got their little leakers in there. That's why he brought in Mueller did deliberately and intentionally brought in the Clinton attorneys. Go ahead, look around. You violate the law. You violate the law. Go tell them what we're doing. You tell them that accountability is coming. Is what you tell them, boys. And you tell them when accountability gets here, they are going down. You can't stop it. It's a move of Almighty God. That's why those are just the leakers. Those are just a few of the leakers. Folks, these leakers aren't, there's not 4 or 5 or 6 or 10. These leakers are everywhere. These leakers are everywhere. I think Chris Wallace even asked something to the effect of, well, what happens if you leaked information that you didn't know, but you didn't know it was information that shouldn't be leaked? Don't leak information. Just tell the truth, Chris. How about that? These people are trying to save their own hides, folks. It's over and done with. It's over and done with. There's going to be no coup. That's sensationalism. That's just to get you nervous. These people are going to prison. Again, that's why I got my orange on. Well, they're still walking around. They ain't going to be walking around much longer. Where's Barry? Huh? Where's Barry? Where's Big Mike? Where you at? Boys? Hmm? It's almost over with, folks. The swamp is being drained right before your very eyes. What, did you really think that these people are going to go quietly? It's time. It's time to step up. It's time for you. If you don't know what to do, I know who does. Why you gotta talk about Jesus all the time, Kay? Because he's the solution for everything. Hey, you Christians, time to stand up and be a Christian. Time to stand up and because these people are mocking your God. They're laughing in your face. They are using Almighty God's law to violate Almighty God's law. No, they got to go. They got to go. And there are people right there in your little locale who are doing that. Lord, counterfeit law enforcement officers, counterfeit city council members, counterfeit mayors, counterfeit police chiefs, counterfeit sheriffs. Trust me, I can testify. Counterfeit attorneys, counterfeit judges. Trust me, I can testify. And God knows the media. Look, you're not even. I don't even call it news. Even the little local people. There's such a small percentage of people that are out there that are true journalists. They're just reading the daggum script. Let me hurry up and get in place. Asking such hard questions as, you look like you work for the city. Did you report this? Did you report this? Excuse me. Did you report it? I don't know what in the world she's talking about. One of the commercials here in Jacksonville for their investigation team. What a joke. It's time for you to stand up. Because that which is pulled down, that which is being removed, must be replaced. We need media. We need journalists. Okay? We need them. We need real law enforcement, not counterfeits. We need real oath keepers. We need real attorneys, not no daggum counterfeits, not no fakes and frauds, not no criminals. It's time for you to seek the face of your Creator. Get into a relationship with your Creator. He's been dealing with you. You're not going to tell me he's not been dealing with you. I know he's been dealing with you. Because this is a move of Almighty God. That's what happens in a move of Almighty God. It's a slow burn revival. And that conviction, that conviction, you can't run, you can't hide from it. You can try to find some distraction all you want. Oh, football season's coming up. Let's go. Well, fine. It'll be the most terrible football season you've ever had before if you're running from God. I'm talking to you, Christian. I'm talking to you, professing Christian. The standard's being raised. The standard has been raised. Are you ready to step up? Are you ready to allow Almighty God to work through you instead of trying to do it all on your own? As soon as you Christians, as soon as you professing Christians, stop trying to do it on your own so you can get credit and you allow Almighty God to do it through you, you'll feel a whole lot much better and you'll get a whole lot much more accomplished. That is exactly what's going on. Because again, this is not happening to you. It's happening for you. What's happening? A move of Almighty God. That's what this is. A move of Almighty God. And absolutely nothing stops a move of Almighty God, because absolutely nothing stops the will of Almighty God. And that, my friend, is the truth. Just say it.